this is Shawn Powell. Look, I want to tell you, I appreciate you coming through and signing up. I think a lot of people are really excited about the business. I know I've sponsored a lot of people lately, and a lot of times what you're doing is you don't know where to go from there. So I'm sending this email out to you, not only just for you, but for your downline as well, that you can give to these people. And I'm going to show you two ways it's going to be real easy for you to go ahead and start buying your BTC packages, token packages if you like to do that as well, and just to go ahead and get you on board, y'all. And yeah, I am going to tell you something real important, y'all. I want y'all to understand that when you lock it in today, the rewards are going to come in the days coming. It's going to come in a week's time. It's going to come in 2 weeks. A month from now, it could be life-changing, y'all. And if you haven't seen any of my videos at my YouTube channel, y'all, I show people where I made a commissions from a month ago, where I was making commissions every day, and I showed where I made a $3,200 commission, and today it's worth $8,200. And think, y'all, if that person would have lollygagged and not have locked it in at that moment, they would have been purchasing the exact same amount of money per se, the same amount of euros for whatever the package is, yet it's changed their life. If I made $3,200 and I only got 10% commissions for directly sponsoring, can you imagine how much money they made if I'm sitting at $8,200 now for just 1 month later? Y'all, you have got to lock this in, okay? So that's going to be the only preaching I'm going to tell you at the moment, because it's very, very important for y'all to get this. The ones who are saying, oh, I'm going to wait for my tax money, y'all, I'm going to tell you, you need to scrounge, you need to do whatever you got to do to lock it in today, because a month from now, the only regret you're going to have is, I should have went bigger. If you started with $300 and you see this bad boy go crazy, you're going to say, I wish I started with $3,000. If you started with $3,000, you're going to say you wish you started with $10,000. And that's going to be a fact. When that happens is when you really get what Bitcoin and USI Tech is all about, okay? So, just to recoup where you're at here, you went through one of my landing pages or you went through one of my downlines landing pages, whichever one that is, that's fine. You go through here, you're looking at Jameson Palmer showing you how to register. You click register right here. You went ahead and signed up at USI Tech. Most of you, hopefully you went through to continue right here. You got this entire sales funnel, everything that's up and going. If you go directly through my sales funnel, you're going to notice right here, I've got this. This is going to take you to Coinbase. The reason why I use Coinbase is for several reasons, to be perfectly honest. Number one, it has kind of become the storefront for people to come through and get Bitcoin for their very first time. And because it is user-friendly for doing so, 90% of the world usually tries to filter through here, to be perfectly honest. Now, to explain Coinbase, Coinbase also has GDAX that's inside of it. It's owned by Coinbase itself. And those are going to be the two gateways I'm going to show you, in which both are very simple. One is going to be just, if you want to do Coinbase right now and go directly to it, that's fine. GDAX is a little bit, it's not complicated by any means, just a little bit different, but you get the same results at the end. And from what I understand, people are getting less fees in the process. But either way that you want to do it will be fine. If you want to keep it simple, Coinbase is real simple to do. I'll show you how to do that. If you want to take it that next step and go from Coinbase to GDAX to USI Tech, that'll be fine as well, okay? But y'all, I can tell you, I've sponsored 250 some people in my downline at this moment. I have got downline that has been in for 24 hours, just a little bit over 24 hours, y'all, and they are already, let's see, Adam Campbell come in. I don't know if you can see him up here or not. He's got 25 members already inside of his team, and he's using our sales funnel. Of course it works. This is not just Shawn and just Frank and just some of these leaders. These are people coming in that this is working. Go down a little bit further, y'all. I'm going to show you somebody else that's really been doing a really great job. Umesh right here sitting at 61 enrolled people. Been in for just a little bit, y'all. What we do, it just straight up works. So I would highly suggest sticking with what we do. Get your people around our people in these Facebook group. I'm there. There are downlines there. You know, I'm talking my downlines there. People that love this business. People that are making $8 million in 8 days is in our Facebook group using our sales funnel. We sponsored over 70,000 people with this sales funnel. So yes, y'all, definitely use it. Definitely use it. This thing's going to educate your people and get them on the right track, okay? So what you want to do, y'all, is you want to go ahead and click right here if you haven't already and get the link so that you can start getting your Bitcoin. One of the beautiful things about Coinbase is they allow you to get $10 commissions or $10 in Bitcoin at that moment that the person purchases $100 or more into Bitcoin. Now, the reason why it's so valuable is because of the fact that when Bitcoin is froze right here in this place, 2 weeks from now, it could actually increase. And I've had a couple of people come through and purchase, and I didn't do anything but let it sit at Coinbase. And before long, the value gone up enough that I could go get another BTC package from this alone. Now, it's not just them that's benefiting. You get $10 for them doing it also. So there's really $20 right here. Now, if you really think about it, 90% of the world is still going to filter through here if you give them your link or not, to be perfectly honest. If you want to give them the link, when they come sign up, y'all, just go ahead and give them a follow-up email, have your referral commission link inside of that so that they can go through here and get the, go to Coinbase directly and be underneath you. The beautiful thing about this is when you make your $10 in Bitcoin, great, but they're probably going to use that $10 they make in their Bitcoin to get more BTC packages anyhow. So really, you kind of get the rewards. Both of y'all are benefiting from it. That's why Coinbase, and it's got really good security. I think that it's probably the best place for anybody starting Bitcoin to come through. So just use it, y'all. Just go ahead and go through it, okay? That's what I'm telling you. Let's go ahead and look at what we got to do to get going here. Coinbase, from what I can tell y'all, it's usually a few dollars more than what I'm seeing at other places when it comes to Bitcoin. It may be right on par right now. Let me see, 17,405. Prove me incorrectly here. Well, that's GDAX. It's going to be a little bit different. What I'm looking for. There you go. So this is showing 16,973. I'm usually seeing about that variation between Coinbase and there. So it's always going to be higher per se, at least what I'm looking at compared to TradingView and some other locations I've got. That could be a great thing, though, especially when you're looking at selling. If you're buying and selling and it's always high, then it's going to be the same amount either way. So don't worry about that so much, y'all. It's going to be fun. Okay, y'all. What you want to do to set up purchasing is we want to go to Package Options, Order. Okay. Wow, 34003474. When I was buying these at the beginning, they were 008. So if it gives you any idea how much more increase that the Bitcoin has rose, that is absolutely incredible, y'all. It's real simple. If you're going to do the BTC packages, I will be doing a BTC package this time. Please understand that this BTC package and tokens are entirely different things. Everything that I understand that they're going to be using inside of USI Tech is going to be based upon 50 euro packages. So there will be other things in the future that are coming as well. But just keeping track on what you're doing. Some people got the token packages, and they thought that's what we were talking about when we were talking about BTC packages, building them up as well. They are both a win. Just know that you just know what you're trying to get and doing in the process is what I'm trying to tell you, okay? So we're going to click purchase right here. If you need a little review of everything for just a second here. 140 working days package runtime. That's about in the ballpark. That does not mean it's 140. If that were making 1% a day average every day, then it would take 140 days for you to get back your 140%. Now, what you're doing that makes it special compared to anybody else is you're buying in with Bitcoin. You're catching the rise of Bitcoin. You're increasing the amount of Bitcoin. So if you have 1.0 Bitcoin, you're going to get 1.4 Bitcoin. This is what the other businesses are not doing, and they're not telling you this, and then you're paid out in Bitcoin. And y'all, that's incredible. We're the only business I've seen that's actually do that. You may see other businesses that you buy into Bitcoin, they tell you a 400% increase based on the dollar. But you didn't catch that rise of Bitcoin. And that changes everything. That's the variable that blows everything out of water, y'all. That variable of I've doubled my money even if I didn't do anything else by just the rise of Bitcoin the entire time. Plus, I got more Bitcoin in the process. You got to get that, y'all. You got to understand that's what makes it so much different. It makes us beautiful. It's a beautiful business. So you're going to hit purchase right here, y'all. Now, when you hit purchase, you're going to go down here. It's going to show how much the total is. It's going to be a total amount right here. I have read and accepted this right here. Go to purchase right now. Now, if you notice, we got a timer for 15 minutes over here. It's going to be looking at two things on this that's really, really necessary that we need to do. This 32-digit code right here is going to be the the address itself. It's the wallet that you're going to be sending the money to, or your Bitcoin to. Okay, you got to have Bitcoin to be able to send it through it, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to copy this 32 digits. Just left click on the mouse a couple of times, or right click and then mash copy, whatever works for you. Okay. Now we're going to go back to Coinbase. At Coinbase, you should. I do not have any money, but I've got a way to show you this anyhow. I've already taken this money and sent mine to GDAX. So, but you would show right here we had US dollars or Bitcoin sitting right here, or Ethereum or Lite. Most of y'all, if you've already purchased this, going to be sitting here right here with Bitcoin. So it's going to have your Bitcoin sitting at the top because it has the money in it. You would go to an account. Now right here where it says send, you would click right here and a little window is going to pop up, right? Because I have no money there, it won't let me allow it to pop up, but I do have a video where I showed what the window looks like. So that's what I'm going to use. If you go right here, if you notice, this is where you type in your 30, or not type in, but you paste in your 32-digit code. What happens is a little check mark pops up over here. It's a little green button with a check mark in the middle. That lets you know that's a real address. I really think this is really beneficial for that, because if it wasn't real, it would not allow you to go any farther than this, okay? Now, you're going to have your BTC wallet itself where you're pulling the money from. Now, what you're going to type in as, you have to go back and get the second amount, because when you type this in, everything pops up in this green. That means you're good to go on that point, okay? Now, what you got to go to is get this amount right here. Now, you can copy it here if you like, the small print. I usually copy it right here. Make sure you get all of this. Copy it just like this. You don't need the dollar amount. You need this. This is the amount that's locked into place for 12 minutes or 15, for 15 minutes. Now we've got 12 minutes to do it, right? Now, so once I go to send, I'm going to bring up that window. Where am I at? Okay, here you go. Bring it back over here. Bring up this window, and I'm going to literally copy and paste that in here. When it does, the US is going to populate showing how much it is. As long as you've got that amount of money in there, then you're good to go. You mash continue. Now, what's going to happen is GDAX is set up, Coinbase is set up that you're going to get a code through your phone. So your phone's going to get a text message, and it's like a 6-digit or 7-digit text. You type in the numbers, and then it's okay. Once it goes through, y'all, understand that this is a blockchain. A blockchain is not like a bank or anything. You don't go through one individual person to make the transaction take place. What's actually happening is we bypass this, and this is one of the best things about Bitcoin itself, is we don't have any kind of regulation for that per se. There's no middleman that we're actually paying in that sense, because the banks are always the one that's really the one that's made the money. What we've got, y'all, is the fact that we check off of each other from one computer to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And it's looking for a certain number of saying that the transaction is taking place, it is complete. Usually, there's going to be like 6 of them. Your first time purchasing or something like it may take all 6. I think usually the first purchase usually takes longer than any other time. I've heard other people say that, and it does seem to be true. My first purchase I did was for $2,500, and it took about 30 minutes for it to go through. And y'all, you got to realize this technology right here, the way we're using the blockchain, it could take a little longer than that. Do not sweat it. Don't worry about that. If it takes 30 minutes and you've already sent that, and Coinbase is showing that it's okayed, yes, the amount come through, or the transaction's taking place, pretty much you're already good to go, y'all. This timer, even if I leave it up, I would leave it up because this waiting for payment might still be showing. But if this timer runs out, if you've already got that transaction saying it's complete, you're just waiting for it to go from point A to point B. Now, I actually called USI Tech and asked them, and they said allow up to 24 hours for it to go through. Now, when you see it actually come through at USI Tech, you could go through and look underneath it and see if it shows it under pending or anything like that. If not, still don't worry about it, y'all. Don't sweat it. Give them some time for it to go through, because this is not like going through a bank or something. Okay, it's a little bit different than that. But it's actually a great thing, because that's what makes us a win, because we don't have to go through something, through a bank or any one source per se to get transactions to complete. Okay, Now, so basically, that is already done. The purchase itself, you only need two things here and two things here only. This amount right here, and then this. I would suggest not refreshing, letting the timer go down, at least at minimum, for it to say that the transaction's gone through or is completed at Coinbase. Now, Coinbase does have a fee. Some of y'all, that's the easiest way to do it. Maybe that's what you want to do, and that's fine. Some of y'all, you might be just buying one BTC package. I suggest going big as you can, to be perfectly honest. I started with 10,400. Even I question now I should have started with 20,000, to be perfectly honest. But the whole point is you will have a fee when you go through Coinbase because they are user friendly. There is something called GDAX. And what GDAX is, y'all, is GDAX is owned by Coinbase, and it is made for people who do trading, usually day trading and things of that nature. To buy cheap, sell high, and just do that, on a constant basis. What GDAX has got set up is a little bit different. It's a little bit more of a for people's, a little bit more complex, know a little bit more what's going on, but you can still benefit by it, and it's real easy to do. They allow two different ways of buying. One immediately after at like a 1.5% fee. So the fees are actually cheaper than what you would use at Coinbase directly. They have another way that you can buy and sell by setting it up at these perimeters. Once it reaches this perimeter, then it would sell off or buy for you, and there's no fee at all for that one, but there is a little bit more time involvement and when it reaches it and things of that nature, so it could take a little while for it to take place. If you were trading every day, then you would want the benefit from that. You understand what I'm saying? So what we can do is we can bypass using Coinbase by sending it to GDAX if you prefer. It does seem to take a little bit longer to go from GDAX to USI Tech. In my personal opinion, every time I've done it, it's been a little bit longer. But as long as I saw the transaction take place, I know it's already locked into place. I really didn't care. It was there within less than 24 hours, and that's really what I really cared about in the first place. Now, the credentials that you log in at Coinbase are the exact same credentials that you log in at GDEX. Now, if it tells you that you need to send more information or whatever you need to do, and if you're planning on really purchasing a lot, going through GDEX and things of that nature in the future, and you are, go ahead and set up everything that you need to get set up so you'll be good to go. It is real simple, y'all. Once you get in here, you're going to see a deposit and withdrawal right here, right? Just deposit and withdrawal. When you go to match deposit, right here, if you notice, the first thing it shows you is a bank wire in case people want to send bank wires, and it tells you the prices and things of that nature. But your Coinbase account is already connected. What you'd have to do here is scroll down and see to be BTC package or BTC wallet. That would have my amount of BTC, Bitcoin that I have sitting in Coinbase. Well, obviously I don't have none sitting there, but nevertheless, that's where it would show up at. So you would click right here and deposit funds for the amount that you wanted to put in. If it was all of it, that would be fine as well. Once you do that, y'all, the moment you mash deposit, it's already in because technically all it had to do was transfer from one. It's at the same place as what I'm trying to say. They just had to put it into this system over here instead. So if you look right here, I've got 0.00182933. That's not enough to buy another BTC package at the time. But because I got people who use my link at times and I get that extra $10, you'd be surprised, y'all, with the rise of Bitcoin, how quickly it will go to the next one. I have purchased at least two if not three different BTC packages from just the rise of Bitcoin and people using that link. So that's absolutely incredible. Now I'm putting it inside and rolling it over to get even more money in the process, another 40% at minimum from that alone. Now, what you would do here, y'all, is after you get the money and it's showing right here, it's real simple. It's basically the exact same steps. I will go over here and refresh just to give you some idea. Let's say like this hasn't happened before, okay? Now, if you notice, this is not the same address. It never will be. Do not save that thinking this is going to be the answer for every one of them or something. It's not. Every time you do it, every time you get a timer, it's going to be a new address, wallet address that's going to pop up here. So I would copy this just like this, and we're going to do the exact same steps that we did earlier. We're going to go to withdraw, and we're going to go to BTC address. It's saying that transactions, your withdrawal may be longer than usual. It's just letting you know, and that's the blockchain itself. Information is coming through. Okay, so you're going to type in the destination address. It's going to be paste right here. If you notice, they do not have a little green check mark or anything that allows this. Because it doesn't have that to let you know whether or not it's correct or not, I would highly suggest, and this is very important, look at the first two digits, 3Q, and the last two is 2V. 3Q and 2V. There's 3Q and 2V, so I know I've got it correct. Okay, and once again, we only need these two digits, right? This over here and then this one, or two sets of numbers. So copy, we're going to come over here, and then you're going to type in or paste that amount, and that's going to show you the purchase that it is. Now there's a two-factor code. That code is going to click right here. That's going to go to your phone, the exact same thing it did earlier. I think it's showing 3, 4, 6 digits. I think it's actually 7 digits, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 7 digits. Put it in there, mash it once again, and y'all, don't matter what the timer says, as long as this pops up saying that the transaction is complete, you're good to go. Okay? You're good to go. Let me see another thing you might need to know about this. The amounts that you start off with. You can use a MasterCard and Visa, but you only have a certain amount of money that you can use. Okay, now what it is Coinbase and GDAX are making sure that nobody has stole your card, or somebody's making purchases that are not authorized to do so. And sense of a security when it comes to something like this, and it's a protection for them as well. They're not going to make you real high levels at the beginning. The reason why is because if somebody had stole your, let's say, sent from my bank for some reason or whatever, came out to be $2,500, is the limit they allow me to do directly from my bank before my very first Bitcoin purchase. I would probably acknowledge that $2,500 left my account. And to be perfectly honest, to do a bank transfer, it takes about 5 days. It says 6 or 7. It actually came in on 5 days. Now, so during that time frame, there's a good chance that I would acknowledge that somebody stole this and this ain't me, and I'd be able to put something up. So if they had a low amount, then they'd be able to catch a small amount as opposed to someone stealing your card and doing something like this, somewhere like this. The card's amounts may be smaller, but it is almost instantaneously. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to wait, because what I do when I go to large amounts from my bank might have taken 5 days, but it's locked in at that moment for how much Bitcoin I've got. So I still catch the rise. I haven't lost anything as far as the rise of Bitcoin, but it does take a little bit of time because banks are involved. You have to go from the bank and send it to there in that time frame. You understand? So it's going to take about 5 or 6 days for it to normally take place. MasterCard and Visa doesn't have to go through that procedure, but there is a higher fee. If I'm not mistaken, it's 3.99, and that's just a kind of a default fee for any MasterCard, Visa, debit card kind of thing. But it still allows you to use it directly, so that's the benefit of it, and you'll get it quicker. It's really up to you which one you prefer to do. If you rather do the cheap 1.5% and transfer from your bank, then that's a win. You're just going to have to wait a little bit of time, but know it's been locked in. If you're ready to go ahead and do it right now, then use your MasterCard and Visa. Go through there either way. That's going to be true with Coinbase or GDAX. You're going to have to pay some fees for coming in, using your card. There's just no other way about it. I will show you this too, y'all. If you're wondering, it's taking so long, when does it actually complete itself? If you're at GDAX and you come over here and you go to accounts, and let's see here, transfers. I think, no, is it transfers? Yeah, transfers. If you go to transfers over here on the far right, you'll see where I've got deposited amounts and then I've withdrawn. That withdrawn is actually me sending, I've never withdrawn anywhere except to USI Tech. So withdrawal doesn't mean going to your account. It means leaving GDAX and going somewhere that you're sending it to. It's what withdrawal means here, right? So at Coinbase, it says send and receive. It means the same thing here. It just doesn't say the same words. Once you see this BTC transaction hash, this code right here, that doesn't pop up until it's complete. Okay? So if you wanted to know when everything's complete, it went through the different blockchain. It had like at least 3, if not maybe 6 different places that confirmed that it went through. then it'll actually have a BTC transaction hash, and that's when everything's good to go. And then you just give them time, up to 24 hours potentially, for it to get done. And you do want to observe when you go do something, if it says that they're running behind, the blockchain itself is really, busy at this moment and things of that nature. Do take note of that. They're telling you that it could take a little bit longer. What you're looking for is that transactions complete sign that pops up, which is usually almost immediately after, and then it's in good faith that everything's good to go after that. We're just waiting for the transaction to take place. Okay, this beats the pants off of going through a bank. It always will. That's the beautiful thing about Bitcoin itself. So it is different than what you're used to, but at the same time, that's what you want. You want different, because if you stayed with currency that is not ever going to make you money, then you understand Bitcoin is the answer. The variable itself is the fact that we catch that constant rise, y'all, and it's life changing. It's absolutely life changing. I'm going to show you something, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Just in, I got another gold member. Let me show you what the last 24 hours has been for me between USI Tech and into Power Lead Systems using our freaking ridiculous sales funnel. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this, y'all. I'm going to show y'all some reality right here. So if y'all are not aboard, you really need to be thinking about this, because this is a lot of money right here, y'all. Let me show you here. So I just got another gold member. It is 1028. So since I've been talking my ears off, that came in 14 minutes ago. This came in less than 24 hours ago. This is December the 11th. This is one gold member, two gold members, three, four gold members, five gold members, six gold members, seven. That is, no, yeah, seven, eight gold members in the less than 24 hours. These are $20 a month reoccurring income. It's residual income. We get paid every Wednesday. In a few more hours, 2 more hours, I get paid. I'm looking at almost a $1,400 paycheck this week just for using my tools. Just for using my tools. Now, that was just the gold members. You get a 50% match of anything you got, right? Anything that they make down, because 53 a month, 30 of it goes back to the people. You make 20 for that person sponsoring you. Your upline makes $10 just because you got paid to 20. That's where that 50% match is. And y'all, it adds up. It absolutely does. This is awesome weekly residual. Now, I only showed you the gold members. Now, let me show you this. This is a diamond. This is a $100 commission. This one is a diamond, another $100 commission. I paid a $100 commission, y'all, in March, my very first day in PLS, March of 2015. And I am still getting paid at least every other day average for diamond. 147 one time, 125 of it goes back to the people. It's been ridiculous. I can tell you, I got over 200 diamonds in the first 2 years in like a month. I went back and looked last time I counted, and it was over 200 diamonds in 2 years, y'all, and just a few weeks after. Yes, it's worth it, y'all. I cannot even imagine. It would be business suicide to be in Power Lead Systems and not be upgraded. And on top of this, y'all, here is a fast start bonus, which is a $400 commissions that we get for people going platinum. $497 one time, $450 goes back to the people, $400 for you for your sponsor someone directly. If you sponsor someone that gets paid $400, you get $50 just because of that alone. No pass ups. Don't matter how far down diamonds or platinums are. If you're the next one in line, even if somebody's 20 spots down below you, you don't know who they are. Of course you don't. They go diamond or platinum, and you're qualified, or both. A lot of times you get both, y'all. It'll bypass every one of y'all and go to you. And listen, y'all, either you're going to get an email saying that you love, that you are qualified. Thank God, this is $400. This is going to change my life right by itself. I average 2 to 3, lately 3 to 4 platinums a week on average now. So yes, it's more than well worth it. Pays for itself right by itself after 2, right by itself, and then some. So you really got to understand, either you're going to get an email saying that you love this business and you've loved your upgrade, or you're going to get an email letting you know you just lost $400 or you just lost $100. And you will continue to get these emails until you upgrade. So yes, y'all, you need to take it seriously. Let me show you one more thing, y'all. This is going to show you, I use A has arrived, so it shows me diamond, platinum, gold. Only thing it don't show me is the diamonds are passed up. There's a pass up system in diamonds that, and gold as far as that goes. That goes, every fourth one is mine. The fifth one goes up. So the first four are mine, the fifth one goes up. It never changes. That way that you still make income, constantly. I've got diamonds, matter of fact, often that come up from passives as well. So it's definitely, you do want to be board and part of that. So let me show you here. This is going to show everything except that. Okay, so the brand new gold member right here. Here's another diamond, fast start, $400. Gold, diamond, two golds, gold, two golds, diamond, two more golds, fast start, another $400 commission, gold, diamond, two more golds. It just keeps on going. Here's another fast start. Here's another fast start. Two more. Here's five more gold members at this time. I actually slid across because I have a lot to show up here. And there's five more down here at the very bottom as well. This is almost a month. It's missing one day from being an entire month right here, y'all. I actually got 53 gold members in the month of November. I think I wound up getting 13 platinums, and I got at least that many diamonds, not including the ones that were passed up that I didn't get the emails for as well. All from using my own landing page with the sales page that does an incredible job. A millionaire sitting there telling you what he knows about USI Tech, going into a millionaire that makes $1 million in 8 days in USI Tech, using the exact same sales funnel that he has personally in his team at 70,000 people as of today. What we do works. I will show one more thing, y'all, and I will complete this, okay? I just want y'all to know how important this is. I'm going to show you what my yesterday's commission was from USI Tech alone, just USI Tech. This is the math for it right here, okay? Hope you can see this okay. Yesterday, I'm making at 0.0239 is what I'm making. That is not including my referral commissions. This is just straight daily income now. That's $410.60. And I've only been in for a month and like a week and maybe a week and a couple of days at best. $410 a day from USI Tech. Now, let me show you another thing that's real important, y'all. I said earlier, my commission that I made right here, I hope you can see all of it. This commission right here, I made November the 1st. It was 0.481. At that moment, it was worth $3,200, y'all. $3,200. Now, as of yesterday, that same commission, that's what I was telling you earlier, still important for you to lock it in now, is worth $8,283 as of yesterday when I took this image. That's why it says December 12th right here. I come down here, notice the date, y'all, November the 7th and 8th. This was actually within 24 hours right here, right? I wanted to show you, again, the difference. So that's why I kept this image up here. This was 0.0891. At that day, it was worth $650. $650 is what it was worth during that time frame, just from referral commissions, right? So this is only referral commissions, all I'm showing. Not even showing you the income that I'm making by rolling it back into the business, right? $1,532 right now. So think of that, y'all. This has only been 600 plus 30. That would have been a $4,000. That is now sitting at $9,800 just because the rise of Bitcoin itself. That's the variable that no other business gives, y'all. And I've been rolling this back into the business for the last month. How much more Bitcoin have I got now from that alone? I'm telling you, you need to take this business seriously. You've got to use the tools we're using. And the last thing you need to do, y'all, to be perfectly honest, you need to be in our Facebook groups. This is Planet Millionaire right now. You're going to see me posting. I'm going to show people the kind of income I'm making. I want your people to be influenced to go diamond. I'm trying to do that for you. I get paid by doing that. I get paid by your downline seeing that. I get paid that you have upgraded as well because you've seen it and your downline's going to do it. And I'm only one person. Some people like Frank, you got other people that's making diamonds and platinums and things of that nature. That's what we want to do. Trying to show people how to make money, and I'm doing it by showing them that what we do works. Welcome, congratulate. We show proof, progress, and uplift people. That's all we do there. That's all we do there. And by doing that, that's a win for everybody. Okay. Once again, I want to tell y'all I am proud of y'all for coming through. I hope y'all really get this now. Some of y'all who have signed up, and it's going to make up a good deal of y'all. I know that's for a fact, y'all. a good deal of people who sign up and just don't go any further, a lot of y'all didn't really get it. Some of you didn't get Bitcoin. You've been thinking with a dollar bill your whole life. I was the same way. I was asleep until a month and a half, 2 months ago, y'all, to be perfectly honest. I'm here to wake you up, and I want y'all to take this seriously. This sales funnel is going to make you a crap load of money, and it starts by today. Don't say when I wait until I get my tax returns. Life-changing things take place now. It's the sacrifices you'd make today that's going to make the biggest difference 1 month from now. It's going to be the rewards, okay? So if you need anything else, let me know. Make sure that you have signed up if you have not already. I will put my link. I don't know if I'm going to put my link in there or not. I guess I'll put my link in there. I appreciate y'all. If you need anything, just let me know.